Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy Raven here today with another deck, another analysis and another gameplay. So today I want to show you a deck that I created some time ago and I actually forgot about it until today. So before we're going to start the analysis of the deck, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for the news, my top 10 list of Pokemons, then trainer cards that are leaving the standard format in 2019 rotation, and many more Pokemon things. So let's just jump right into a deck, and this is an electric type deck, as you can see that has Jolteon, Zapdos, all of that, but revolves around Alolan Geodude. Why I've picked Alolan Geodude? First, it was a really weird thing to pick, so that's why I wanted to try it out, and also I wanted to let loose of my kind of imagination with electric type. So if you feel like you can create a better version of it, just go for it and tell me about it, because I'm really excited whenever someone just takes my idea and expands it and makes it better. So yeah, let's just go. So why Alolan Geodude? Well, charge, right? It's free attack and you search up for two electric type energies and you attach to this Pokemon. So as you can see, we want to attach a lot of energy, but let's go card by card and then let's play the deck itself. So we start with line of two Eevees with energy evolution and two Jolteons. Then we have two Alolan Geodudes with charge, one Blitzle and one Zebstrika with sprint, actually, right? So we want to discard some energy there. Then we have two Pikachus, one Tapu Koko Prism, three Zapdoses and one Jirachi. That is our attacking line. And then we're going to trainer cards, which are 4 Electropowers, 2 Energy Switches, 1 Escape Rope, 2 Multi-Switches, 3 Nest Balls, just for that consistency, right? So you see the theme, right? You want to get the energy around, you want to be the master of energy, not your opponent, right? They can't control our energy, like, get out of here. Then we have one Pokemon Communication, and let me tell you, I love that version of Pokemon Communication. It's just great, by Takashi Yamaguchi from Heart and Gold and Soul Silver. I think this is the best art ever if it comes to Pokemon Communication. Then we have 2 switches, 3 Ultra Balls, 1 Thunder Mountain. On top of that, 3 Cynthias, 3 Guzmas, 2 Lillies, 3 Volkners, Escape Board, and 2 Wishful Batons. Batons, of course, if our Geodude gets knocked out, we can still have the energy on board, and 12 energy. That is it. Simple idea, right? It's simple as that. I called it Geopika. I have no clue why, don't ask me, but let's just go, let's play the deck. And let's see what can we do. Of course, there's a new ladder. I have not seen the new ladder prior to that video. So let's go. Where's Geopika? There it is. So main idea is you want to attack first, right? You want to get to attacking first. So it is going to be either super heavy aggressive version of the deck, or you can play it a little bit more conservatively, but you still want to go second. So this is purely let's go second type of situation. But if you're gonna go first, well, I'm not gonna be sad about it, right? So we don't have a basic. Let's go with mulligan, and of course, going first, it will happen, especially in the games of best of 3, it will happen that one time you have to go first. So it's great that we're starting first, even though the mulligan, right? The mulligan is not always good. It's not always something that you really want. And there we go. So we have Blitzle, we have Cynthia, we have energy. So definitely a lot of things. Escape board. We have options in our hand, right? So definitely we are really good in a good situation over here. So let's go like that. So escape board, so we can retreat it for free. We have energy, and let's play. Cynthia. On top of that, I can discard energy and I can discard Electropower. Yeah, I'm gonna discard Electropower, right? Like, that's what I'm gonna do, just because I can get a Jirachi actually, and we can get and use ability, right? So it's gonna be a free retreat cost, Jirachi front, and we're starting with Jirachi. We're building our board, and as I said, you're not always gonna be aggressive with this deck. Sometimes you have to develop the board, and that's kind of what we are doing right now, right? Okie dokie. So I know that I can actually use Ultra Ball again. So let's discard. And I really want to go for the Tapu Koko Prism, because I know next turn we're gonna have Sprint, right? So I don't really want to discard anything, so we are ready. I think it's gonna think that we have nothing to play. So yes, I'm kind of satisfied with how it went, and it all depends on Zebstrika, right? But again, Volcanion, right? Fire type deck, really tough game, really tough meta to play against, especially games best of one. I mean, in the best of two, you can use different strategies depending on what they have in their deck, because you will know in your game two. But here, game one, a lot tougher. You know, it's a lot of guessing what they might have, what they might not have, and here ReshiZard is definitely an option. And yeah, because I was thinking either ReshiZard, maybe another Volcanion, maybe a baby Blastoise, or just a Blastoise GX, because that's always an option. And here we see the ReshiZard. Of course, you can say that, oh, you know, like your 60% of that deck is rotation proof, and it kind of is, right? It kind of is. So let's see what we're gonna draw, and we drew Nesball. Okay. So this is a really interesting situation, because now we have a nest ball, and I can go for, well, do I really want to go for Pikachu? That's the question, right? I mean, yeah, why not? Let's go for it, right? So let's go for Pikachu. Zebstrika, so we're gonna use Sprint. Okay, and we have Jolteon. There we go. We have Let me think. So start a wish first. Maybe we're gonna have another. Ooh, okay. So that's kind of what I wanted to say. Okay, so this changes a lot of things. Because I have Electropower, I can actually knock out Volcanion. So what I think I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna play Jolteon, right? So we have a Jolteon. I'm gonna use Electropower. Also, I'm gonna use the Tapu Koko Prism to get energy under Pikachu and Jolteon, so you know we're gonna have a nice energy everywhere. Let's use Lillie for 5 cards, because maybe we're gonna have a switch, right? Okay, so we don't have a switch. But I can use a multi-switch and retreat. It's a hard retreat, I know. It's not one of those retreats that you really want to have. But I can get the energy from Zebstrika actually over there. And I can't retreat because he is sleeping, so that's my mistake. So I just messed it up. Never mind. Okay, I have to pass the turn. Never mind. I messed it up. It's like this. That was a misplay right there. The mayor of Misplay City welcomes you. I could have played it differently, right? But again, at least I'm going to be able to retreat next turn. I have a multi-switch. I have the energy, so Pikachu should be active next turn. And also you have Electropower, so it... I don't know how to play it, right? I don't know how to play around the Pikachu that we see. Pikachu. I meant ReshiZard. I think what I'm honestly gonna do is I'm gonna go with Electropower, Jolteon, use the GX, and yeah. But again, it isn't affected. Okay, so Double Blaze is not affected by anything, right? So it's like does 30. Okay, so it does a lot more damage. So I have to, take into consideration that we might actually see something that is not really cool. And I don't have, Escape Rope. I don't think if I should count on Switch at this point as well. So I mean, I'm just gonna retreat. Play the energy. Use the sprint on Zebstrika, so let's get rid of our hand. Let's get a fresh hand. We got a Wishful Baton, fantastic. And also, we have a Guzma. Huh. Oh, that would now... Oh my goodness. Wait, but I have an energy switch, right? Okay, let's do it. Let's just go for it. So it's gonna be Guzma Pikarom. Energy Switch from Jolteon onto Pikarom. And I'm gonna use a Tag Bolt. Why I'm gonna use a Tag Bolt? Well, basically, you know, I wanna deal 200 damage. But again, with 150, yeah, with 150, yeah, let's go Tag Bolt. I mean, either he's gonna have to use Cynthia. He can still knock out Pikarom, right? He has the energy to do it. He can use the GX move. But definitely he will feel this as a threat. So you can see how fast it all changes. So you got a Fire Crystal there. So he is going to try to search for Acerola. And again, Acerola is one of those cards that we lose in rotation. So it's not going to be a card that you've seen that often. Okay, we see Cynthia. So definitely not Acerola during this turn. And yeah, it's going to be 3 prize cards for 3 prize cards. Another ReshiZard, alright. Maybe a Retreat, right? Retreat is also an option here in this matchup. So, you know, definitely we can see that. We have a Naganadel. Poipole, I'm sorry, that's Poipole. We're going to see... Okay, so that's a knockout, right? So 3 prize cards for my opponent. And next turn, 3 prize cards for me, actually. And now it is going to be really, really interesting. So Pikarom on the board. Let's use Zebstrika Sprint, right? We want those 4 cards. Okay. Right, Volkner. I need energy, right? We need that energy. So definitely a Volkner. I don't think a Nuzlocke is a good thing to do. I mean, Switch is not really necessary here. So Wishful Baton, and a knockout with a Headbolt on ReshiZard right there. So seven energy cards. Oh, and the Thunder Mountain. There we go. Okay, so we have Thunder Mountain. So if he is going to knock out Jolteon, you know, we're gonna have an active Pikarom. But of course, you know, it's going to take some time, you know, it's not that easy. Of course, I can go with Volkner for Energy Switch, right? Like, it is an option. But at the same time, I'd really have to be careful of the Turtonator, right? Because Turtonator really, you know, is fueled by the energy that you have on all of your Pokemons, right? When you're playing him and you're playing that. So definitely an interesting approach. I can't hit the bench, and my opponent knows that pretty well. But at the same time, he knows that I can have something. And I mean, Zebstrika is working really good. Let's see, we have 5 energy in the discard pile, 2 in hand. Welder, I mean, that's what I would love to see, right? Like a Welder, but for, definitely for electric type decks, or any other type would be really good. So we might see a knockout on Jolteon, so we're going to go down to 2 prize cards. And then it's all going to come down to basically him having Guzma. Unfortunately, maybe, you know, maybe you can add Giovanni's Exile to this deck. So the energy definitely goes on Pikarom, right? Because there's, you know, not playing around. Like, we just have to do what we want to do. 16 cards in the deck. Let's go for it. So, energy from my hand, Thunder Mountain. When I played energy from my hand here, I just really, and I mean it, I know he's gonna knock out stuff. Like, I just know that, so it's just me preventing stuff from happening. And yeah, there's not a lot of things I can do. I can do a switch at some point. So let's do it. Let's go with full blitz. And it's one last energy on the Zapdos. And it's like in the normal world, you'd be like, oh yeah, man, like, he does not have attackers, you know, the energy. But I mean, Guzma and Welder, and they are in his hand. I mean, only one Welder in the discard pile, 21 cards. So I might have a chance, you know, but again, with that many cards in hand, there has to be a Welder, there has to be energy, there has to be a Guzma, at this point, you know, Naganadel with Escape Board, so free retreat cost. But even if I'm gonna, you know, knock out like Naganadel. Oh, okay, so he's playing Kiawe. Alright. Okay, so now I have to count my Guzmas that I've played. 2, so there's still one Guzma somewhere. And you know what? This is the time when you say, alright, Zebstrika, sorry, you're gonna use your ability. Energy, peek around just in case. And let's just go for it. Sprint, yes, we need that Guzma, right? You have to do it, right? You know, you have to do it. And there's no Guzma. Oh man, no Guzma, unfortunately. Was a risk well taken? Was it worth it? That might be a question. And he is in a deck. Oh, he is in a deck. We're at the last prize card. He can attack for 230 damage. And I mean Guzma, right? Because he can't knock me out. Maybe he has something, right? Maybe he has Escape Rope. Maybe he has any way to switch my active Pokemon. Maybe, you know, he has a Choice Band. That's, you know, all he can have. And if not, I'm gonna use Zebstrika for Guzma. There it is. There's his Guzma on probably, you know, Volcanion. Retreat with Volcanion, and that's a game. So it all came down to this last Guzma. So I think honestly that was a great matchup. It was a close game, and if you ask me, if we would had a game 2, I would know how to play against it. So yeah, GG definitely for him. He did not have it. Why would you use Guzma if you have no energy to retreat? Oh my goodness, there we go. So we've won against ReshiZard with this deck. So, I mean, the deck is down there below. Check it out. Wow. I mean, just wow. It was down to the last prize card. It was down to the last thing. And oh my goodness, what a game that was. And I think, you know, it did not present the deck in its entirety. But, I mean, Zebstrika was a great card here. It was a great refreshment of the hand. And I think Zebstrika is going to be a card to be reckoned with in the future electric type decks. Definitely. And yeah, I love to see, you know, Zebstrika being played some more. Because it's a really nice card, let's be honest. You know, it's a really nice card. Alright, so we're playing Mad Dash Rendar. Let's do it, you know, Matt. Let's go for it. So do you want to go first? Do you want to go second? Of course we want to go second, right? We want to attack. Like, we really want to deal some damage those early turns, you know. We want to get this nice things during those early turns. But are we going to see that? You know, are we going to do that? We'll see right now. We'll see. And oh, hello, my goodness. I think after a win against ReshiZard, the RNG just said, alright, Raven, at this point you can't really, you know, win any more games with that deck. Because that's how it looks like. Of course, we can still draw something, but this basically reminds me of my first game at Internationals in Berlin. But instead of Wishful Baton, I had a Choice Band. That was the only difference, honestly. And the dude played Marshadow, and I got, you know, the same hand. I just got 4 energies. I just showed him and I was like, okay, game 2, dude. But we're facing Kangaskhan, so maybe you're not in that bad of a situation, right? So maybe we are gonna be a great thing. All right, come on. Okay, Buzzwole. All right. So Buzzwole against Zapdos, I'm fine with that. Pikachu against Buzzwole, I'm not cool with that, right? That is not something that I want to see. Okay, Zygarde. Ugh. that might be a really interesting game, to be quite honest. I have not seen Zygarde in a while, and oh boy. Okay, we have Jirachi, but I can't use the Jirachi at this point right now. So I just want to shuffle my deck. Attack for 10. And cry just a little bit. Cry just a little bit. Cry just a little bit. Because that was left, right? And a matchup like that. Escape Rope, so Jirachi's gonna go front, gonna get knocked out. And that's the game. That's the game. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. There's nothing left for me. And this game, I can just, you know, cry and cry a lot. But sometimes, you know, you get those games, you know, even IRL, so what can we do, right? What can we do? Okay, I mean, that was ugly. Like, my receiving Thunder Mountain was ugly. So that's a conceit from me. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. That was a Zapdos Geodude Jolteon Pikachu Zebstrika deck, and I hope you liked it. You know, I hope you liked to see like the way we've won against ReshiZard. And if you like to copy the deck, the full list is down there below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon news, more decks, more Pokemon things on the channel, because we're on the road to 500 subscribers, and join us on that road, right? And thank you guys so much for all your support, all the subs, all, you know, for checking me out live on Twitch, where actually I'm making those decks when we play. Thanks so much for all the games that we played against each other, because those were amazing. So thank you. See you guys in another video, in another deck. Raven loves ya. Bye. Have a great day. And today is a conference. Yeah.